Okay, guys, and welcome back. Assuming, of course, that you saw the prologue episode. Otherwise, since this is episode 1, you maybe clicked on this one thinking it's episode, like the very first episode of the playlist. And fair enough, because this is the first episode that actually has gameplay in it. There is a prologue episode, which basically explains the faction that we are going to be playing as, the mods that we are using, and it also talks about the other campaign that's running at the same time as this one, which is a Medieval 2 campaign as England. So if any of that is of interest to you, like if you want to hear about like the one mod we're using, and I guess the faction we are playing as, then go ahead and go watch that prologue episode. Otherwise, you are in the correct place, because this is the first episode where gameplay will actually occur. Now, as I mentioned in my prologue, we are playing as the Huns, and I've actually taken a bit of time to just kind of rearrange the armies around here a bit. Basically, all 4 of my starting generals have the army that you see here. Basically, 5 units of melee cavalry, which include the general's own bodyguard, 7 units of infantry, and then 8 of cavalry archers. The rest of the armies are just kind of... I'm going to kind of merge them up and just have them follow the regular armies, because that's going to be important later. Basically, as I also mentioned in the prologue, our objectives are 15 settlements, 2 of which must be Rome and Constantinople. And I can actually see them on the campaign map. I assume that's because they are the objectives. And I can't see any other settlements. And I'm not as familiar, in fact not even close to being as familiar with the Barbarian invasion map as I am the base Rome map. So I actually don't know exactly where all the settlements are around here. Or anywhere, really. So basically, here is the plan. Since Constantinople and Rome are our objectives, I decided we would just make a beeline for one of them, and since Constantinople is closer, I think we're going to go for them first. Now, in the prologue, I did mention that as a horde faction, once you take 3 settlements, you're basically a settled faction, but what I didn't mention, and didn't know about at the time, I did have to look it up, is that as you take each settlement, you actually lose your horde troops. That's these guys who have like little wheel icons on their banners, which is the vast majority of our army right now, or our soldiers in all of our armies, to be honest. I think we only have a handful of non-horde units. And basically, every time you take a settlement, you lose half of them. So you take one settlement, you lose half of your horde troops. You then take a second settlement and you lose half of the current number of horde troops that you have. And then on the third settlement, you lose all of them. And you're basically a settled faction at that point. So my goal is we're basically going to settle in this region. Where exactly we will settle, I don't know. We are going to take Constantinople, certainly, as it is our objective. And it looks like it's a huge city, so it should be quite wealthy and a good place for us to take. But then I don't know what other settlements the Eastern Roman Empire actually has around here, or I guess even in here. So because I don't know, I basically want to pick 2 other like decently sized settlements that are somewhere near Constantinople and belong to the Eastern Roman Empire. We are going to pass through the territory of some other factions in order to get there, but I'm hoping to avoid too much conflict with them. And that's simply because, well, first off, we can't retrain any units we lose. We would have to hire mercenaries, which we would have to pay for, and we don't have any income right now because we have no settlements. Yeah, in case I didn't mention it in the prologue, I can't remember exactly which details I said, but because we're a horde faction, we have no settlements at all right now, which means no way to retrain troops, no income, no nothing. In fact, the only way we can make money is by sacking settlements, which is what our faction leader is going to do here in a moment. And the only way we can get new troops is by hiring mercenaries. So we don't want to be too wasteful. We do want to get our armies intact down to Constantinople and to the other settlements as well, and take them. And so we don't want to fight too many battles along the way and make too many enemies along the way. Especially since I believe that some of these factions, in fact, maybe the Sarmatians are one of them. I think most of the Barbarian factions actually can become a Horde faction if we obliterate their last settlement. So imagine us like attacking some weak little village that has only like a few units in it and easily wiping them out, and then suddenly there's like 10 armies or however many. I actually don't know exactly how that works, but basically we don't want to start up any trouble that we don't need to stir up. So we are going to attack this one settlement here though, because it's a rebel settlement anyways. So we're not pissing anyone off by sacking it and getting a bit of money out of it. And then after that, we will just kind of march our way down here. We have a spy, an assassin, and a diplomat. Let's see, where's the spy? Ah, he's over here. So he's going to start walking his way down here, as is the assassin. The diplomat is going to try and get military access from factions along the way. Again, just trying to avoid making them too angry at us. But of course, if they don't give them to us, we'll just march through anyways. And hopefully the spy and the assassin can locate a couple of other good settlements somewhere in this area that we can take. Right, but anyway, that is that. So let's go ahead and get a little bit of money from Campus Sarmatia right here, and also just kind of test out our new army. And we can fight a night battle. Grand. Okay, guys, and welcome to the battle, which has a lovely moon and stars out tonight. Now, I only half checked to see what they had. They have 2 cavalry archers and some spearmen. And we have, well, a lot more than that. Units, double time! Units, double time! We're just going to have our archers go forward and see if we can shoot at some of these guys. Everyone's set to fire at will. Cavalry. Oh wait, what the heck did I just do? Units. Units, double time! Cavalry. I'm gonna say, it doesn't look correct what they are doing. Okay, well, it looks like the enemy is not going to obligingly come to us, so we're going to have to go to them. So we'll send 3 units in that direction. Have these guys kind of form up over here. They're a different missile cavalry unit. They actually, like, have ranks that they form instead of just you know, being a big bundle like these guys. You see how they don't like have any, like, form any ranks or anything? Okay, seriously, would you guys get over here? What the heck are you doing? Okay, we are already taking fire here. Our guys are set to fire at will, so I do hope they're firing back. Basically, we're just going to have our horse archers kind of dance around here and shoot at them. What are you guys doing? I told you guys to fire at these guys, didn't I? Should have been within range a while ago. Did you guys shoot these all dead? No, no. There's still 4 of them left.
The enemy warlord lies dead. Now he can drink with his ancestors and watch his warriors flee. Move, move. Horse archers. Horse archers. Horse archers. Cavalry.
Okay, they're routing, so let's go ahead and fire at these guys here. Oh, I guess that won't work.
This is no longer a battle, this is a hunt. No, a coward chase.
A coward chase.
Attack! Horse archers.
There's only 6 of them left.
Move, move. Horse archers. Attack! Horse archers. Horse archers. Horse archers. Horse archers. Horse archers. Horse archers. Move, move. Horse archers. Move, move.
This is almost, well, okay, I don't think it's almost unfair. It is honestly unfair.
The cries of dying enemies are sweet music to our warriors.
I mean, we certainly took casualties from them, but I don't think we took as many. Yeah, they 110. See, I assume, yeah, their steppe horse archers there did all of the work, and the spearmen didn't take or didn't kill a single guy. Oops, that's the one we already clicked on. Let's see, our elite warriors took the most casualties, and they didn't inflict the most. All right, well, anyway, I mean, obviously those are perfectly acceptable casualties, and this is a very different strategy from what I would normally do. Because again, I think I mentioned this in the prologue, but I've never played as the Huns or any Horde faction before. So my typical army of having like infantry with some archers and some cavalry and then like one other kind of unit, it doesn't really work with the Huns because they don't have any. Well, they have a small selection of infantry, not a great selection. They have no infantry archers of any kind, and then they have like good cavalry and good cavalry archers. And I don't even typically use cavalry archers very much. So anyway. The point is that I am kind of muddling my way through trying to figure out how exactly I would use them, and I'd say that actually worked pretty well. So anyway, let's get back to the campaign map. Alright, so we do not want to occupy, we are just going to take some money and be on our way. And now they instantly have more horses again. All right, but anyway, I guess we're going to just kind of continue on our way. Oh, and I need to move the... I guess we'll call these the backup armies for now, the ones that don't have generals leading them. But anyway, so I guess that was basically it. I guess you guys got your first taste of how the Huns would fight with lots of cavalry archers and I guess regular cavalry and stuff too, but I guess that was almost entirely cavalry archers. So as I said, we're just going to march our way down to Constantinople. So it actually might be quite a few turns before I see you guys again, now that I think about it. Because again, I'm going to avoid conflict where possible as we go down here, so... It actually might be a few turns, again, before I see you guys. So, I guess regardless, I will bring you guys back as something of interest occurs. Okay, guys, and welcome back. Now, I have some very bad news. It's actually only been like 2 or 3 turns. This settlement up here, this is the one that we looted. And as you can see, we have come down this way on our way to Constantinople, which is right here. Now, I actually went and got an alliance and trade rights and, well, not trade rights, map information and military access with the Sarmatians who hold the settlement here. I was going to do the same with the Goths, I think, next turn, who I believe hold this settlement here, or this region here. And basically, I was just going to do that as I marched down to Constantinople. This seemed like a good way to get some allies and to avoid any conflict with forces as we go down. Down south, I should say. Unfortunately, as you can see, the Vandals have come this way, and they have attacked the Sarmatians, and, well, now they're attacking me. So it looks like we're going to have quite a fight on our hands, honestly. I'm actually hoping my diplomat can come back up here and smooth things over once we destroy them. Or at least I hope that's what happens. To be honest, I think all of these armies are within range this turn, so we might actually lose quite a lot of our troops, which would be very, very annoying, truth be told. Luckily, I think our troops are generally better than theirs, with the exception of the horse archers, which are equal. And I guess we don't have any missile infantry to compare against. Oh, and actually, these guys I think are better than our infantry too, but they don't actually have anything in the way of heavy cavalry, I just realized. That could be used very much to our advantage. But anyway, let's get into the battle and we'll go over things there. Okay, guys, and welcome to the battle. So here's what we've got here. I've got all of my infantry by the bridge. I actually didn't realize this was going to be a bridge battle, but there you go, I guess. They've got their own cavalry archers stepping forward, so let's make sure we shoot them as they try and swim across the bridge there, or the river there. I basically got half my archers and half of my melee cavalry over there, and the other half is over here. And it looks like most of these guys are firing. I don't know if they can fire while they're in the swimming across the river. It doesn't look like it, though. So that should take out a good chunk of their archer cavalry right there. And once they actually make it across, I'll have my melee cavalry charge forward and really let them have it. Now, looking at the other units here, it looks like they have more cavalry archers here and here by the look of it. All right, let's bunch up our infantry even more. It doesn't look like they're having any other units swim across. Oh, and I've got my general right here to kind of keep up morale. Excellent. Look at all of the horses floating by, which actually, where are the bodies of the riders? Oh, okay, there's some of them here. Excellent. You will all perish. And then maybe, since the enemy has basically abandoned this side, maybe I could then swim across, like, over here. Which, hold on, I bet you these guys can't swim. Yeah, the melee cavalry cannot, which is unfortunate. But I bet you the horse archers can. And indeed, they can swim. All right, let's bring our horse archer cavalry forward. I just want to make sure that we can shoot at the enemy as they come across, if they choose to come across. Especially since they're already shooting at our guys over here. Holy crap, how many of our infantry are they going to be able to kill? Oh, well, they were quite bunched up. That's honestly a problem, isn't it? All right, retreat. Let's have you guys kind of form up here, and you guys kind of form up back here, just to spread out the ranks a little bit more. Oh dear, look at this. Oh dear, look at this. Okay. We need you guys to stop firing now. And why don't you all just kind of bunch up over here? Because we'll send them across and they can attack from behind. And let's bring these horse archers back. There are archers over there, but I guess we won't worry about them right now. Okay, cavalry, step forward, just in case the enemy actually gets over there. Now I want you guys to cross the river over here. Nice and far away from the enemy. You guys get over here. That's probably going to tire them out quite a bit, but it would be so useful if we could actually have our own cavalry on that side of the river. Okay. You guys actually pull back here a bit. In fact, why don't you form up just behind these guys here? You guys form up over here. You guys just kind of come over here. So you guys kind of get over here. I see. Some of them seem to be crossing the river in the water, and others are actually going to use the bridge. Actually, why don't you guys kind of join them over here? Okay, the guys are getting across the river over there. Okay, sorry about that. I actually disconnected my headphones for a moment by mistake. Oh dear. You guys fire here, you guys fire there. Right, have you guys made it across? You have. Excellent. So now come over here and just rain fire back on these guys here. In fact, I'll tell you to fire at will. It looks like those guys are not coming back over here, so let's get our cavalry to join in over here. And actually over here as well. Dang it, we're losing so many of our guys! Alright, let's get our general out of there. Alright. Our units are in there too, so let's go ahead and send our cavalry forward. These are mostly peasants, so it shouldn't be too bad if we do that. Alright, and we'll have our horse archers come and shoot those steppe spearmen who are back there.
Enemy king has gone to meet his ancestors. His lackeys now rightly fear us.
Hey, wait a minute. Those are steppe raiders? Okay, and they're routing. That's good.
Units! Units, run! Units! Missiles, attack! Quickly!
Hey, this whole bunch here is actually routing. Hey, you guys, just start killing them. Alright, everyone is routing. Good.
Hunt them down and slay them all. Units, cease fire!
Even though they're not good like melee infantry, since the enemy is just routing anyways, I know that these guys can certainly handle it. They're actually routing across the river. Okay, will you guys stop where you are, and I guess just shoot at them as they're in the water. Wait, I hear archer fire. No firing. Oh, you're firing it well. I definitely told you all to not do that. Oh wait, no, it was you. You I did tell to fire it well.
Horse archers! Horse archers! Units! Units! Horse archers! Fire at will! Horse archers! Fire at will! Horse archers!
Actually, don't fire it well. You guys get over here and kill them. I'm sure hoping the Vandals don't send another force. I told you guys not to fire! Stop firing! Good lord. Alright, so where is the enemy? Oh, they're all the way over there. Oh, these guys actually mostly ran out of ammo. I sure hope the Vandals don't attack again, because to be honest, my infantry took a really, really heavy beating. I mean, my cavalry is mostly fine. Did take some unfortunate casualties among the melee cavalry here, but... Ooh, well... We definitely slaughtered the Vandals without mercy anyway. And maybe I should have gotten an alliance with them first, instead of the Sarmatians. they're clearly a much bigger threat than the Sarmatians are. I mean, unless they,
Victory is the reward of warriors.
unless they,
Victories like this go only to the best.
like they take the Sarmatian settlement and it turns out to be their only one, and then like a big horde appears. Oh, look at all of our losses! No! Mostly among the spearmen, of course, but still, oh dear lord, look at all of the dead! And then, obviously, we killed a metric ton of them, but still, look at all of our losses! Totally unnecessary, too. The Vandals had no reason to attack us. Alright, well, let's get back to the campaign map and hope they don't do it again. Alright, well, good news. The Vandals did not attack us. Again, I mean. Obviously, they did attack us the first time. And I really want to avoid fighting any more of them. So, could I possibly get peace with you guys? Do you mind not being idiots? Oh, why are you going that way? Why didn't you cross the bridge? My forces are the ones holding it. Why can't I cross the bridge?
Move out. March. Orders.
Ah, I see. Well, I guess what I could do is... I guess what I would have to do is have these guys stand on the bridge, because the bridge battle definitely helps. We don't have any cavalry archers, though. We only have the... I guess the... well, these are melee cavalry, but they're also not very good. Maybe what we could do... Well, maybe I could have him trade units. Like, the general and all of the cavalry archers can enter this army. But then what will we do up here, though? This is the only bridge really to cross, so I need my troops to, like, continue advancing down here, but there's Vandals everywhere! Also, I don't want any more casualties, so unnecessarily. Why couldn't you just do that before? Why did you insist on going all the way around? What? Okay, seriously, right here, and then turn north and talk to him. Idiot. Okay, well, anyway, I guess I'll figure out exactly how I want these troops to move, and I guess I'll bring you guys back as more of interest occurs.